This podcast is brought to you by Most Valuable Podcasts, saving your day from boredom with the best podcasting entertainment.
What's up? Real MVPs, Ricky Whitmer here, and welcome into WrestleMania. WrestleMania predictions. I am joined with my tag team, my Soapy mother brother, Muffin brother. Soapy Muffin, how we doing?
I'm doing good. Ooh, yeah.
This is a lot better than the NXT one.
Yeah. That one was, it sounded like I was constipated in the NXT one.
The cream always rises to the top, brother.
That's what I started thinking about when I go to the bathroom. It's like, the cream!
Oh, please don't think about the cream. YouTube, we okay, YouTube? But we are here to make our predictions for night 1, night 2 of WrestleMania. If you have not seen it already, we also have a video up about our NXT Stand and Deliver predictions as well. They were great. We disagreed on so much. It was a great time. Go ahead. There wasn't a single agreement. Check that out in the description on our YouTube page. Go ahead, watch that after you're watching this. Actually, just open a new tab. Watch this, open a new tab, go right into that one. But we're making our predictions for WrestleMania. Before we get into it, Discord link is down below. If you're not in the Discord, go and join. We have a prediction sheet. Philly Sean in the Discord created it. He does it for all of our pay-per-views. He's kind of our prediction guru or our prediction manager, I'll say, where he creates a Google sheet. Come join the rest of the MVP fan base. Make your predictions for WrestleMania. Let's see who's right, who's wrong at the end of the day. Go ahead and join us on Patreon. That link is in the description. Hit that sub, that like button. We're also going to be live all WrestleMania weekend, so come for Stand and Deliver, night 1, night 2. Soapy, some other guests will be live watching, reacting to everything going on this WrestleMania weekend. But Soapy, we got a lot of matches. Let's see where things go. We're going to get right into it. Numero uno, night 1. Rhea Ripley, the champion, the women's world champion. She's going to take on Becky Lynch, the challenger. Who wins?
Mommy always comes out on top, baby. Rhea's going to retain her belt once again.
See, this is a hard, the first two we're going to talk about, I have the same exact opinion for, in the sense of I don't know how to. Usually I can gauge the storyline and it's like, oh, the challenger should win. Oh, the champion should retain. I don't know how to gauge this because the storyline they're doing for Becky is I haven't beat you. I need to beat you. I've kind of lost my way. I've lost who I am. There's a part of me that goes, okay, if Becky wins, does she just go back to being the man? I'm the best. I am what I thought I am. But if that happens, okay, what happens to Rhea? Are we finally going to see the destruction of Judgment Day? But then if Rhea wins, what does that do for Becky? That's the thing. I don't know, and it's good that I don't, but I don't know what direction they want to take with both characters, which influences who's going to win this match.
Yeah, I think Rhea's going to win because the fact of, one, Rhea so far, I don't know if she has the longest women's title reign ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely getting up there. And we're not counting the Mickey Mouse, Fabulous Moolah days. No one cares about those. But, when it comes to stuff like that, to me, I think it's continuing the dominant streak of Rhea. Keep striking while the iron is hot with Rhea. It's basically, because to me, as soon as you take a championship off of someone, you start kind of having that timer of okay, how long are they going to care? Because realistically, eventually, you can't just feature people at the top without a belt.
Mm-hmm.
Where, with me, that's why I'm I think it's at this point, you can do a storyline with Becky of where because she's already kind of in that storyline right now of I have to prove I'm still the best. Where, it's like you said, she doesn't know if she's still the best because she can't beat Rhea. She hasn't had a belt in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And I think having her fail against Rhea, I think is a really good way to kind of start more like a sympathetic character for Becky.
something that she hasn't done since way back in the day.
Yeah, even since like the NXT days, she's always kind of had like that kind of cocky, like arrogant, brash character.
Mm-hmm.
Where I think like, especially with the fact of realistically, fans kind of know we have that ticking time bomb of when she's going to retire.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I don't think it's this year.
Yeah.
Because especially with how often she talks about her contract,
I think didn't her and Seth, like, aren't they close, or they've already Becky signed like extensions?
I think it's Becky talked about in a couple of months her contract comes up. I could be wrong. I don't really feel like double checking it at this moment. But I definitely think it's kind of, you get to experiment with Becky a little bit, because realistically, the fans will always love Becky.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things of where, like, you can't boo her. As much as, like, I kind of got tired of the man for a little bit, because just, like, to me, I like the way that they do Rhea's, like, unbeaten streak, is the fact of, like, realistically, she's beating every person she should beat.
Mm-hmm.
Of, like, I think Becky, they're going to have it be, like, her closest challenge.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be surprised, like, if they have her beat Becky, because if I remember correctly, she's never beaten Becky before, right? They had a match together before?
Let me see.
I'm not a mommy expert. I mean, I should be.
I think it's the other way around. I think that Becky hasn't beaten Rhea.
Yeah, like I said, I don't remember off the top of my head. Trust me, I'm not Dave Meltzer. I'm not an encyclopedia of like, oh, this date and this time and this Raw in the middle of Iowa.
The only matches that cage matches coming up for me is they had a match 1-on-1 in November 2019. They were a part of I want to say it's a ladder match because there's a lot of women in. Oh, it's a tag match. It was probably Survivor Series. Becky, Carmella, Doudrop, Queen Zelina, and Tamina versus Bianca, Dana, Liv, Nikki Ash, and Rhea Ripley. That was in 2021. And then in 2022, they were in 2 6-women tag matches and then another Survivor Series match. So really, 2019 was the only singles match that they had been a part of, and that was on NXT.
Yeah, so I stand corrected, you know. I think it's just the fact of build Rhea up to be the most dominant woman ever. Woman ever. I don't know why I referred to Rhea, like, in a plural sense of, like, that there's multiple women that are Rhea. But I think it's continue to build Rhea up as the most dominant women's champion ever. Let Becky kind of get that sympathetic moment. Because even then, let's say, I don't know, like, however many months after you want to do it, or even if you want to wait till next year to give Becky that second chance. Because realistically as well, like, I mean, right now, if I remember correctly, Raw's women's division is kind of looking pretty rough.
Yeah, it is. Also, I did look it up just so everyone knows. I don't know how they're doing the Women's World Championship reign because it's not the WWE Championship for the women.
Yeah.
But I think Rhea's at 368 right now. She would be about 30 days. She's like 30 days behind Becky Lynch's WWE title run, which was 398 recognized days, and Bianca's was 419. Now, that's for technically the title Io has, but just kind of to put it in perspective, it's not the longest women's title reign that we've seen. That was Bianca heading into Arlington, Texas, where she had that match on night 1 of WrestleMania like Rhea is. I'm eventually going to have to pick one. I've stalled enough, Soapy. You've kind of sold me. I'm going to go with Rhea, only on the sense of we've never seen a character from Becky where she's humble. And the more I think about it, we're seeing reels of her and her daughter, like she was training for Survivor Series, or was it? She was training for the Rumble, and it was the reel of like her daughter, like, no, take the candy bar away, give her an apple, like she's there training with. So like maybe Becky's trying to like, hey, I need to like move into a more wholesome character, because I don't want that for, like, because wrestling in real life, yeah, you can say kayfabe's dead, but, like, kids, if you start having a kid, you want to change, like, your perception of who you are, unless you're like, no, I'm a heel, and I don't give a crap. Like, The Miz, I don't care, I'm a heel. My kids can get over it. But then you see him on Miz and Mrs., and it's like, oh, he's a completely different character than his wrestling character. Match 2. I have the same opinion. Gunther defending his IC title against Sami Zayn. I don't know how to gauge it because I feel like Gunther's time as IC title is coming to an end. But when I heard it was then Sami Zayn, or saw, hey, Sami Zayn won, there's a part of me that goes, is Gunther going to retain? I am going to just make the prediction right away instead of letting you talk and then persuade me. I'm going to take Gunther. And how I think it's going to happen is Chad Gable screws Sammy, where it's basically like, I've been helping you, but realistically, I'm mad because my shoulders were never on that mat. This is my match. And he's going to screw over Sami Zayn and kind of turn heel, maybe going into a match with, maybe, like, he's like, I'm the one that deserves to take the title off of Gunther. Let Sami Zayn and Chad Gable do what they want. And then Gunther continues being IC champion until, like, I don't know, SummerSlam or Berlin.
Yeah. Well, we continue the We Agree Wrestling podcast. Gunther is going to retain in my mind as well. Mm-hmm. I think the fact of, realistically, I think they're going to save Gunther for, like, a big wrestler. To me, as much as I love Sammy, I don't think Sammy's the guy to take it off of him. And if Chad Gable ends up being the guy to take it off of Gunther, Triple H, you messed up. You messed up bad. To me, like I've even said before, I think they messed up by putting Braun on SmackDown. I think Braun is the perfect guy that could have beat Gunther for the belt because the fact of, hey, shocker, the last person to ever pin Gunther
is Braun.
Yeah, is Braun Breaker. I know obviously everyone likes to meme that it's going to be Ilya that beats him because obviously we all love the Ilya Gunther matches, mostly because they actually try to kill each other.
Yeah.
But, like, to me, I think it's everyone they're throwing against Gunther, every time I see him, I'm like, that person is not going to beat Gunther. Like, they build it up in storyline to where people are like, well, I could see them making that point, but, like, realistically, every time I've just looked at it and I'm like, that person's not beating him. Like, why are we doing this? Come on, bring on their actual challenger. Who knows? Maybe when Sheamus comes back, he does it.
I mean, when Sheamus comes, yeah, I just like. Is there a chance that they give Sammy the moment? Like, hey, we didn't give you the moment with Roman. This is your WrestleMania. Like, but he had his WrestleMania moment last year with KO.
Yeah, I know I may have a different opinion than a lot of people. I don't view Sammy as that guy.
Sammy wins, and right away he like looks at the IC title and he like twitches. He twitches and he goes, "I'm back. I'm Yukon Cornelius."
Yeah, that's what he pulls
I am the Grand Liberator.
It's been El Generico this whole time.
El Generico. I am the Grand Liberator again. I have liberated the IC title.
No, it's like I said. I know I disagree with a lot of people when I talk about Sammy. Like I don't think Sammy's that guy, and I don't mean this in a negative way. Like I love Sammy, but to me,
maybe he's just a B+ player.
I mean, yeah, you can do B+ player all you want. I mean, honestly, to me, it's Sammy's one of those people that he needs such a specific build-up to be that guy.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, look at all the stuff he was doing before, pre-Bloodline. If you told anyone pre-Bloodline that wasn't already a Sammy fan...
Are you talking Grand Liberator Sami Zayn?
Yeah, Grand Liberator, dressed up as Yukon Cornelius.
Him and Shinsuke?
Yeah, his weird group of just, what do all three of you have in common?
Nothing. Oh, Vince McMahon was great, huh? Sorry, I can't say his name. Voldemort was great, right?
Yeah, VKM was really something.
VKM was awesome.
I'll never forget that he just put three random guys together that have no
all
connection
the time
whatsoever.
He did it all the time.
I mean, I'll never forget the ultimate heel group of Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, and Bobby Lashley fighting the Shield. Or them doing it and just beating up some other random person. No, I think Gunther is going to retain.
Yeah, it's hard for me to gauge, but I think I'm going to settle on Gunther for it. Number 3, this is the match that I'm most can't say that. Obviously, the Roman Cody's the one I'm most intrigued about because I'm still nervous about. But this is like, if that wasn't happening, this would be the one I'm most intrigued about. We have a 6-pack tag team ladder match for the Undisputed. And they've already said, Soapy, both titles will be hanging over the ring. And Michael Cole has said on commentary that the match will not end until both sets are grabbed. In my opinion, we're getting 2 winners. If you think so how we're going to say this, if you think we're getting 2, name 2. If you think we're getting 1, name 1. I do not think Judgment Day is retaining these or are retaining these. The two teams, and this might be the 2 teams that I think will win, and I'm just thinking of this logically. Now, here's the thing. We have a SmackDown belt and a Raw belt. DIY, they're on Raw. Awesome Truth, they're on Raw. New Day, they're on Raw. New Catch Republic, they're on NXT. A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, they're on SmackDown. So before we even say who's going to win, is that kind of a red herring that like maybe A-Town Down might be getting a belt? Or is this like a no, they're moving one of these teams to SmackDown?
I think that there's a chance one of them moves to SmackDown.
Okay.
I don't think it's a red herring. I think it's that one of the teams may be moving to SmackDown. I mean, I know who my winners are if you'd like me to...
Go ahead. I know one. It's the second one I'm debating.
So I believe Awesome Truth is going to pull down one set of belts.
Yeah, that's the team I'm debating.
And I feel like A-Town Down Under is going to be winning the other half of the belts.
You know what? I'm okay with that. Because I'm going to go with Awesome Truth pulls down the Raw belt. DIY pulls down the SmackDown belt. I think DIY baby is getting a belt. Like, Trips loves Johnny Gargano, loves Tommaso Ciampa. Put the belt on him, Trips. Put the belt on him. Johnny almost pulled a Big E. I joke, but it's not that big of a it's actually very serious. Almost injured himself by breaking his neck on Raw just to get ready for WrestleMania. It was a very scary moment for Raw, and I'm glad Johnny was okay. He did tweet out that he's like, I'm okay. Just imagine if I'm going to do that on Raw, just wait till what I'm going to do on Saturday. I think DIY wins. It was awesome. I was debating between Awesome Truth and A-Town Down Under, but because you went A-Town Down Under, I'm going to go the Awesome Truth gets a belt. DIY gets a belt. That's who those are going to be the wins. So finally there's a disagreement. There's a disagreement between us. Is there any chance New Catch Republic gets one of them? No, right? Because they're not going to call New Catch Republic up.
I mean, who knows at this point? I mean, like, to me, I look at it and it's just like, I don't really think any of the teams should have it. Like, realistically, Judgment Day, they're not. Mostly just because, to be honest, I don't think any of these are the teams that need them.
Are you in the... Because I know this because I've spoke to Jake a lot and he's kind of pitched it. Do you think we're getting close to a Judgment Day breakup?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I'm ready for it. I don't know if I'm ready.
I think they're going to use them losing the tag belts as what catapults it.
Okay.
And primarily, my thought process going into it, and the reason I say I don't think any of these teams should be in contention for it, is the fact of, like, one, let's be real here, the only reason A-Town Down Under's winning is they'll use this to launch Austin Theory as a babyface. Because eventually when they lose, Theory or Waller will turn on them.
Yeah.
To me, at this point, and I'm gonna sound like the ultimate hater, and I don't care, New Day's too old for a tag belt.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of this run of DIY. New Catch Republic, realistically, I think both members of New Catch Republic are better on their own. I don't really like the fact that now at this point Pete Dunne also sometimes looks like he's going to come out in the bathrobe and wear underwear. I don't want that. Well, like, and also realistically, I don't like Awesome Truth. I am a person of I do not like nostalgia runs.
So
This was a bad memory from my childhood.
Wait. I want to cut in here though. I do agree that I am not a fan of the new Awesome Truth like comeback, but it makes sense for them to win because of our Truth's connection to Judgment Day.
Yeah, like I said, I don't like them being back together. But it's also
eventually, or does the Miz just turn on him in the middle of the match and they don't win?
They'll have him win because that's the only stupid. Like, I'm telling you this right now. The only reason I have them winning is because R-Truth's the only reason the belt gets split.
Yeah,
because he's the only person in the match too dumb to grab both belts.
Well,
and that's all they built R-Truth up to be.
And that's why I wish that they didn't have Michael Cole on commentaries of Raw say the match will not end until both. It's like, just let it happen. If you're going to do the thing where one grabs, let R-Truth grab one, celebrate like they won. Somebody else comes up the other ladder, grabs the other title.
Yeah.
You don't challenge my intelligence.
Yeah, it's like, it's just the whole thing of like, that's the only reason I have them winning.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, I don't want them to win. Like, if I had to give my who I actually want to win, I mean, because also, we established this in the NXT one. We didn't establish it at the beginning of this one. We're doing a wins and losses thing between me and Ricky to see who's right.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, we are. Yeah. We're doing WrestleMania to WrestleMania. Well, going into WrestleMania.
Yeah. So basically, I'm doing this for keeps, all right? I'm not doing who I want to win. I'm doing this for wins, all right?
Yeah. Yeah, eventually.
It's the only logical thing they'll do.
Yeah.
No one else in the match is dumb enough to, like, or at least is built up dumb enough to not grab both.
The next one. I am on the record now, officially. This match is a year too soon. I would not have done this match when I did, or when they're doing it. I might do a fantasy book after WrestleMania of how I would have done it, because, you know, I could always do things better. Jay versus Jimmy. I get why they're doing it. Philadelphia, brotherly love. To me, it just seems like no build for this. It was just out of nowhere, like, oh, wait, we're going to do this. I think it could have been built better. Could have been done better. Could have been like, there's so many things that I'm like, could have been better. Who wins this, Jay or Jimmy? Because to me, Jay. Doesn't matter because we barely built to it.
It's going to be Jay. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I don't think this match should happen at all. So,
like, I know they've always wanted to do, like, they've always wanted to do a WrestleMania match. I've just, like, here's my biggest contention with it, is I think it would be, and people in the comments are going to say, Ricky, no, build. They did the whole build of Jay getting kicked out. Like, what's the bloodline? That wasn't build for this. That was the bloodline storyline. They weren't doing like, we're going to do that to build to this. No, they were just doing that a part of the bloodline storyline. It was to build Roman. That's what it was. How I would have done it just very quickly without in-depth is I would have put a belt on Jay, had Jimmy then cost him that belt closer to the Rumble or at the Rumble. Boom. There's your lead. It's like basically Jimmy, I have seen you on top. I'm jealous of you being a singles champion, and that's why I've come to you. This is basically just like, well, I mean, they're on opposite sides now. He wears blue, and Jimmy wears red. He says yeet, and Jimmy says no
Crips,
yeet.
Baby.
It is the Bloods and the Crips. I didn't know VKM is back. He's back. But
who knew? He never left.
You're right. Like I don't want Jimmy to win. I want Jay to win. I'm going to say Jay wins, even though, like, I should be more hyped for this match than I am, Soapy. This should be a match that I'm like, yes, brothers going after each other. And it's just like, nah.
I mean, I just don't want it at all because... Yeah. All right, Ricky, we're going to do a prediction here live. Mm-hmm. This is the on-the-spot live.
Okay.
How many super kicks do we see in this match, Ricky?
20.
Going 27.
Okay.
Going a very specific number.
Yeah,
I know how these matches go. I know how these two are.
Well, I'll say this, going from one match that you don't think needs to happen to a match that I don't think needs to happen, we've got Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Naomi going up against Damage Control of Dakota, Asuka, Kairi Sane. I'm going to say this, Bianca, Jade, Naomi win. This match doesn't need to happen. I get we're only having this match together because it's like, oh, we've got to get Dakota, Asuka, Kairi, Bianca. We have to get them WrestleMania paychecks, so this is how we do it. I'd rather have a women's battle royale than this match. I will go on record saying that.
I mean, at this point, just have Jade just have a regular match. Like, to me, I look at it this way of, like, I don't think Asuka, Io, or Dakota need to be on WrestleMania, as much as I know people are going to be like, oh my god, I can't believe it.
Well, if you're gonna have Asuka and Kairi on WrestleMania, have them defend their tag belts. But
Ricky,
yet again, we have a tag belt without a real women's tag division.
Yeah, that's Ricky. How dare you expect them to care about the women's tag belts?
They're just props. Like, it's just a prop for.
How dare you assume that they care about women's tag?
I don't
wrestling?
even know what tag team you would even put up against them, because obviously you're not going to put the
Piper and Chelsea.
You're not going to. Oh, I forgot. Yes, you could do that. Now we can get Chelsea Green on WrestleMania. Actually, funny story. I saw this on Twitter. I don't know if you did or anyone else.
Is this the Chelsea Green thing?
Yeah, did you hear about that? Where she got kicked out of a Philly hotel because they thought she was an escort?
I mean, dude, that's some skill, I guess.
And by the way, I hope that it wasn't the manager that did that. It was an employee that was like, oh, it's an escort. Oh, could you imagine? Like, that employee's fired, right?
Oh, they're super fired.
And if you're the manager, you're fired. Like, you're talking about a major company is in town hosting WrestleMania, and one of their employees you kick out because you think she's an escort.
I mean, dude, that's not the most Chelsea Green story I've ever heard. Like, it's just... If anyone doesn't follow just the stuff that Chelsea Green talks about on Twitter, the interactions between her and, I believe, husband, I think they're married?
Yeah, Matt Cardona. Yep.
Well, I didn't know if they were married or
I think they are. Correct me if I'm wrong, comment section.
Yeah, I was going to say, correct us if we're wrong. I'm not looking up their relationship status. I already messed up the NXT one. I'm not doing it again. But
no, you just mixed up two completely different people.
Yeah, but it's just the whole thing of, like, they had the one thing of where it was, like, I think it was, like, Chelsea Green was, like, getting ready to make, like, a protein shake or whatever.
They married in 2021.
Okay. Yeah, but, like, so it was... Chelsea Green was getting ready to make I believe it was a protein shake, and she was putting protein powder in.
Yeah.
And she asked Matt Cardona, like, why does this taste weird? And he's like, that's not protein powder. You put she put like baking soda. Or no, I think it was I don't think it was baking
powder.
No, it was baby powder she was putting.
Oh, that's even worse.
I think it was that. Someone double check me. I guarantee they're still up on her page.
Oh, that's got to be so gross.
Yeah, to where she was like, why does it taste really bad? Because like he drinks protein shakes all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I think it's definitely... I don't think this match needs to happen. Realistically, let's be honest, Bianca's team's winning.
Yeah, I'm going with the heels. Just like with the NXT ones, I'm going with the heels. Another match that probably doesn't need to happen, but I like it better than the women's 6-woman tag match. We have the LWO of Rey and Dragon Lee against Santos Escobar and Dirty Dom.
Yeah, Dom's finally going to get a WrestleMania win.
Really? No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, we're going LWO all the way, baby.
No. We got to keep building up that the LWO just never wins anything.
So you think they're going to build them up as a bunch of the loser world order?
Yeah. I mean, well, let's be real here. Santos has to get something.
Santos Escobar.
Like, at this point, you have it. Ray's already beat Dominic once at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
When he just absolutely trounced his kid last year.
Well, the question
Everyone
is...
made the joke that Ray's a bad dad for beating his kid.
The question is, who are they putting over? Santos and Dirty Dom? Or are they going to put over Dragon Lee? Because this is Dragon Lee's first WrestleMania.
I think this is also Santos's, right?
You're probably right. Yeah. No, you are right.
So I think it's definitely. I think Dragon Lee's going to end up taking the pin here.
Okay.
I have a feeling Dom's going to pin him because then Dom will be like, "Oh, I pinned to win at WrestleMania." Because realistically, if I had to guess what they're going to do, I think Dom moves from one group. Well, like, this is predicting a Judgment Day breakup.
Yeah.
Dom is going to break away from Judgment Day and go right to Santos'.
And he's going to join the Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah, I was going to say that's too much Spanish in a row for me.
Which, by the way, one of the best, my favorite NXT like heel reveals was because Santos would wear the mask.
Yeah.
And then just like he would be in a suit wearing a mask, and then he won that tournament and he pulled the mask off, and it was, "My name is Santos Escobar."
Yeah.
Now I gotta say it like Carlito now every time.
Yeah. Like that's just the thing of like it's just super easy to predict that. To me, I think it's easy to predict that because realistically, then next year will probably be when Ray retires at WrestleMania, and it'll probably be against Dominic.
He'll be putting over his son officially.
Yeah.
All right. Main event.
Wait, did you give your prediction?
Yeah, I said LWO.
Okay.
I said we're going with the LWO, right? So I'm LWO. You're Santos.
I didn't know if you were doing that as a joke.
No. I'm going LWO. Sure. I think they're putting over Dragon Lee in this match.
Okay, fair.
That's what I think. Main event night 1. The bloodline of Rock and Roman, the final boss, the tribal chief, going up against Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. The whole match is gross. Is that what you're getting?
Yeah, I hate it.
Okay.
I hate it. I hate, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, I fundamentally hate this match because we robbed Bayley of a WrestleMania moment. Anyway.
Yes, absolutely. So basically, if Rhodes and Rollins wins, all members of the bloodline will be barred from ringside during the Roman Cody match on night 2. If Rock and Reigns wins, the championship match for night 2 will be bloodline rules. Soapy. Not what do you think they will do? What would be the better way to set up night 2? Have it be bloodline rules? Or have it that none of the bloodline can show up?
None of the bloodline can show up.
Why?
Because they're going to show up anyways. Like, let's be real here. We know it's going to happen. Solo's fat self is going to come out in the same hoodie he's wore every year. Try to thumb him. He'll stop him.
He won't do math, that's for sure.
Yeah, he'll try to do math. He's going to try to calculate the thumb and he's going to get stopped.
Calculate the thumb.
Just watch. They're going to do some stupid thing. I'm calling it right now. They're going to pull some stupid stuff that they're going to be like, The Rock's not a part of the bloodline. How much do you want to bet? I know these people. Triple H, you can't fool me. All right? I know you.
Which would be dumb because Roman in a promo after The Rock came back said that The Rock is a part of the bloodline.
I mean, that hasn't stopped them from not following what they've said before.
Oh, I know.
I won't forget the...
But is that the VKM days?
Well, I mean, the other one happened during the Big Nose era when we got
the Big Nose era?
Yeah, we got Big Nose's era where he's like, oh, it's the tribal combat rules. No one in the bloodline can get involved. Not even 2 minutes into the match.
Are you calling Trips Big Nose?
Yes. Yeah, I'm not getting over the fact that we got told. Oh well,
tribal combat.
Yeah, tribal combat. No one else can get involved. The bloodline can't show up. It didn't even take 5 minutes, and I saw Jimmy walk out. 5 minutes. You couldn't even go without breaking your own rule.
Yeah. Now I will say, I agree with you. To me, I would kind of lean towards the bloodline being barred, but only because I think it'd be so much better then if it was like they have someone show up, like a Fatu. I'll put that out there. Like you want.
Oh God, we meme it. Jake the Fatu shows up, baby.
They have a brother, cousin, sister, whatever show up. And it's like,
Rikishi
well,
shows
they're
up,
not
I did it for
officially
The
a part. Rikishi shows up. Oh, they're not officially a part of the bloodline. Oh,
No,
see?
that's what's going to happen. He's going to show up and hit Cody, and he's going to do the I did it for The Rock again.
I did it for The Rock. I did it for The Rock.
It's going to happen. The Rock's actually involved. We can get it real. I did it for The Rock.
What I think they are going to do, Soapy, and this is because of this past Monday on Raw, I think that, and this is the prediction I'm making, the Bloodline wins this match. Because why would they make a real, like, oh, we're going to have a Bloodline rules match for the main event of Raw if they weren't just going to do that at WrestleMania? I think that was all right, we're going to have a Bloodline rules match for night 2, because then Cody's going to have to end game it and assemble the Avengers to take on the Bloodline.
I can't believe it. We actually disagree. I think that we're going to have Cody and Seth win.
Okay.
And primarily because, like I said, the Bloodline doesn't follow any rule ever. Let's be real here.
Yeah, good point.
Like, let's be completely honest here. We know how this works.
The other point I want to say for this is, what do you think would be better for interest heading into night 2? Giving the fans hope that Cody's going to win? So, like, Cody and Seth win. It's like, yes, they won night 1. This means that Cody's going to win. Come on, Cody. Or oh no, the Bloodline won. Is Cody gonna not win? Like, what's better? Having fans have that drive and that hope that, yes, he's gonna win? Or the like, oh, I am discouraged, and then boom, be proven wrong.
I think giving people the hope.
Okay.
Because of the fact of, like, one, that'll make everything matter so much more in that match. Every crossroad that gets kicked out of, because let's be real here, there's going to be 5 of them.
Yeah, but I'm okay with it.
Every
Give me all
every
of
Spear
them.
and Superman punch that happens,
Mm-hmm.
all 15 of them.
Yeah.
Every guillotine that gets broken out of, 2 of them.
I will say,
Back-to-back
though.
guillotines.
I will say, actually, no, I'm gonna save it for when we get to night 2. I'm gonna save it. So we disagree. You think Cody and Seth win? I think the Bloodline wins. Night 2, Soapy. So we've got number 1 leading off. I feel like we're going to disagree here. The World Heavyweight Championship, Seth freaking Rollins, Drew McIntyre. Who you got winning?
I got Drew.
I've got neither. You want to know why?
Oh, Damian Priest.
Damian Cash-In, baby. This is where Damian Cash-In's Damian's going to be the World Heavyweight Champion.
No, Damian's the dumbest wrestler in history. He never tries to cash in. You can't tell me. I am dead serious.
Monday was perfect.
Literally. I know they did the whole stupid, like, oh, he can't cash in on Seth when he was hurt, blah, 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 blah. One, stupid rule to begin with. Because, one, where in the Money in the Bank contract does it say you cannot cash in on someone who's hurt?
Yeah.
So, stupid rule, for starters.
Mm-hmm.
2, literally all he had to do was wait for The Rock to get out of the ring and stop whipping everyone who showed up to beat Seth.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, he probably would have let him beat Seth.
Yeah, he's got no...
After he whips him.
Yeah, he's got no issue with...
I don't know if you've seen that video, but, like, it was afterwards, like, the ref was checking on Seth, and he walked over and whipped the ref.
Yep, after Raw went off the air.
Yeah. Or it's just like, Damian, you fool. Do this.
You fools. Run, you fools.
I also didn't hate, this is the one thing that I'm going to just bring up with the Damian Cash.
Go ahead.
The one thing I hate is that someone was like, but it ruins the storyline they're doing. Shut up! No one cares. Why would Damian care the storyline?
So we got really into it there.
No, because it annoys me. Because people are like, well, Damian, he's not able to cash in because if he cashes in there, it ruins the story.
Mm.
Guys, you know what's fake, right? You know Damian's not in the writer's room being like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I understand, yeah.
That's actually a really bad but really good Damian impersonation at the same time.
Yeah. Like, he's not in the writer's room being like, oh, okay, this is when I cash in? Okay.
This is when I cash in.
Like, I know, realistically, yes, that's actually what's happening. He knows ahead of time when he's allowed to.
Yeah.
But, in the actual kayfabe world, he's not like, Oh, I'm not able to cash in? Okay. Mind you, he's tried cashing in on the dumbest times before.
Yeah.
He tried to cash in the middle of War Games.
Yeah.
Before the ref's like, there's a briefcase?
The ref never understands it. Wait, you want to cash this in now?
Money in the Bank is a decade old. It's a decade. The ref's just not, like, I know it's the whole, like, it adds the suspense of, like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Wait, you want to cash this? Wait. Let me draw this on the board. You want
Guys, I gotta bring
cash
this up to producers. Does this fit the story?
Does this fit the
That's
story?
what the ref's asking him the whole time. Like, did you run this by Trips before you
Did
came
you
out
run
here?
this by Trips?
Like, Damien just has to be the dumbest wrestler ever.
Oh, well, he's not, because he's going to cash in this weekend and be successful.
I'd probably fail.
And be successful.
Cash in,
And then
Drew.
it'll set up a Drew Damian at Backlash. Drew
realistically,
Damian Backlash. That's what it's going to
Damien's
be.
going to go to cash in. Drew's going to claymore the briefcase into him and then walk away, and then he's not going to be able to cash in because there'll be the whole kerfuffle going on in the Judgment Day.
Damien is going to cash in, dang it. He's going to cash in.
He's going to cash in to get back in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Moving on. The next match, we have a singles match for the women's championship between Leo Sky and Bailey.
Leo.
Yeah, did you hear that story, by the way?
Oh, yeah, where it was Otis, right? Otis didn't realize her name was Io.
So if you guys don't know, apparently they had like a eating competition between Omos and Otis, which, by the way, Akira Tozawa won. And Otis told the story how he just learned today. Like, Biggie's like, what did you say? He goes, Leo Sky. He goes, you mean Io? And he's like, wait, her name's Io? He goes, I've been singing Leo. He's like, I'd be like back saying, hey, Leo Sky. He goes, she responds to it. He goes, like, you can see on his face, like, oh, I feel so bad for calling her Leo Sky. And I'm like I could put myself in Otis's shoes because that would totally be me. Hey, Leo. Hey, Leo.
I just respect that they're just like, yeah, Akira Tozawa's going to win the eating contest between a 7-foot whatever giant and the fat guy in the roster.
Yeah.
And that the little guy wins the eating contest.
Oh, but we got Io Sky, Bailey. Bailey's not money in the bank. Her Royal Rumble win gets her this match. I'm going with Bailey. Bailey should get the win.
I mean, we agree. We're back, baby.
2 matches off, we come back on with
Yep.
This one's just simple. Finish the story. Oh wait, sorry, that's a different match.
Yeah, that's for the main event.
But Bailey, easy win. I don't got much to say about it. I just think Bailey should win. Puts a nice bow on everything. Sometimes it's just that simple. Then we have a singles match. LA Knight going up against AJ Styles. Who you got?
I mean, it's going to be LA Knight.
Mm-hmm.
But all I'm saying, I know AJ's been teasing a new theme,
Mm-hmm.
and I love everyone's memeing it. They're like, oh no, Def Rebel's making this one. And Def Rebel makes some real doo-doo themes. If you haven't noticed,
Are they the ones that we've got now, like the DIY and okay?
Yeah, they're the ones who make every bad theme.
Okay.
Aside like 5 of them, because people would be like, actually, they made this one. Cool. For every good theme, there's a generic like, oh, they made that in like a studio, like not even a good one, like on like a MacBook like mine.
Like how DIY sounds like A-Town Down.
Yes. I don't think they made A-Town Down, but like,
but it sounds like it.
It sounds like one of their songs. It's like, and how everyone universally just kind of hated A-Town Down for a while. We just accept it because it's a meme now.
I loved
like,
A-Town Down. A-Town Down, scream it out loud.
Yeah, but all I'm saying, you know, if you are going to be working with TNA, I would like, you know, just for a little bit,
his old
to
thing?
reach out for them. Yes, give me Get Ready to Fly. That's all I want, even if it's for one night. Even just one night. Spare me from hearing more Def Rebel than I have to. I mean, honestly, like, Also, WWE at this point, just like reach out to the people who were CFO and just be like, dude, how much money do you want? We'll actually just buy you.
Yeah, we'll just buy you and bring you in.
Yeah, it's like we literally you'll just become our music team. I had to reach out to Jim Johnson, I think is what his name was.
Yep, Jim Johnson.
Bring any of the last two back. Get
Jim Johnson,
the
GOAT when it comes to wrestling themes.
Yeah, just kick Def Rebel out. Be like, hey, you made like 2 good ones. Go.
I hate that we're gonna agree here, Soapy. Like, this is a match where it's like, I'm predicting LA Knight. I think he should get the win, but like if AJ Styles gets the win, I don't think it hurts either wrestler. I think that the win helps LA Knight a little bit more than AJ Styles. That's the only reason why I'm predicting LA Knight. But like, this is another one where I'm like, I can't get a gauge on where WWE is leaning with it.
Yeah, I just think LA Knight, because the fact that realistically his trajectory is on the way up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for a while he started kind of teetering. He started going back down. He just beats Solo up at every house show now. Yeah, that's all that happens. And toward this is kind of like that, like, okay, like reinvigorate like people being interested in him, because obviously when we see him, like, I don't want to say it's getting old, but like it's kind of getting to that point of where like
we got to get people excited for him so we can switch him over to Raw and he could be in the World Heavyweight Title match. Or
I mean, especially people forget the draft is coming up.
The draft is coming up.
Who knows? Who knows who gets moved?
Next match, triple threat for the United States Championship. Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens. I got Logan retaining only because I don't think they're ready to take the title off of him because of all the stuff he's doing with like his podcast and stuff. I think it's going to be Randy and KO kind of get like, they get distracted by each other, and then Logan like pulls out the brass knucks, hits one of them with it, pins the other. Logan Paul retains.
Yeah, I am in agreement. I agree. Logan's gonna win. Like, it's at the point of where it's like realistically neither of these two really need the belt. I know obviously we probably want to get at least one championship run out of Randy before he retires because Randy's old.
Yep.
And it's also just the fact of realistically KO just kind of bounces around anyways. We'll find something for KO to do. He'll probably go just punch Austin Theory again.
Is it weird that like, I guess not every championship can change. We've had a lot of change. I'm trying to think. I'm like, man, not a lot of titles are going to change, but really we've had Bayley, both of us different wrestlers, but we had Seth losing in that one. Night one, we had both of them retaining. The tag titles are not going to be retained. So, I mean, I guess not a ton of, like, some need to retain. I think this could be one that retains. Then Soapy bringing up a match that doesn't need to happen, but it's just to get people paychecks. The worst 2 tag team names in existence.
Oh,
Pride. The Pride featuring Bobby Lashley.
Let's call them the Soup Profits.
The Pride, baby. Bobby Lashley, not Tony D'Angelo.
Tony D'Angelo's the Soup Prophet. Let's go.
No, D'Angelo. Not Angelo Dawkins. D'Angelo from the Attitude Era. D'Lo Brown. That's who I'm thinking of. D'Lo Brown, because that's who Angelo Dawkins reminds me of. And Montez Ford with B-Fab going up against the Final Testament, Karrion Kross, AOP with Scarlett and Paul Ellering. Give me the Pride. Doesn't matter. Just give me the Pride.
I have it. Neither team wins.
I mean, technically, DQ. You predicting a DQ?
No, I don't want either team to win. But
yeah, DQ, meaning like it's a no contest.
Well, I like
you predicting a no contest, Soapy?
No, it's the stupid second name one. Authors of what it should have been. Authors of Time.
The Final Testament.
Yeah, not who the Final Testament. Stupid name. The Authors of Time was right there.
With the Soup Prophets and the Authors of Time.
Does that not sound better?
It does. It does.
The Final Testament.
I don't know where where the Pride came from. None of them dress like lions.
Room was doing crack. And it was just like, you know what, guys? This is what we need. Lions. Lions. We love lions around here.
So who you going with? The Pride or the Final Testament?
Final Testament.
Okay.
I hate giving Karrion Kross anything.
And then we get to what we really wanted to get to, Soapy. The main event. It's time.
I'm saying this right now.
Mm-hmm.
If Bruce Buffer does not come out and do Roman's entrance, I swear. He knows you signed this company away for nothing.
You signed it away for nothing. Roman Reigns defends his Universal Undisputed Championship against Cody Rhodes. There will be a stipulation on it depending on how the match goes night one. But at the end of the day, Soapy, are fans happy, and is there more than one royal family? Or is the tribal queef still our championship, and the dark days are still upon us?
The tribal queef continues to queef over everyone. Roman Reigns is going to continue to be champion.
Now tell the I know why you're predicting him. Tell the people why.
So the main reason is like the new series that they did where they talked about Roman. They keep heavily implying in that when Roman loses the belt, he's retiring.
Yeah.
Where one, realistically, like, is that going to happen? No. Retirements in wrestling never last. Let's be real here. They last like a couple months, and they're like, you know what? I want to wrestle again. It keeps happening. But the main thing is, one, this is the closest we probably ever will get to someone getting close to Bruno Sammartino's record. Where, like, just push Roman to where he gets the second spot. As much as no one really cares, and I talk about it all the time, no one does care. But just get him past Hulk. I think then that puts him at 2, unless there's, like, someone between, but like I said, no one cares.
No, it puts him at 2.
Okay. So anyways, yeah, puts him at 2. Where then the fact of realistically, we can do the whole cycle all over again. Cody gets to win the Rumble again, because, you know, third time's a charm.
Mm-hmm.
And then we haven't beat him at Mania. Basically, it's either that or we'll have to wait 2 years, and then I get to see Roman be champ for 2 more years, and I get to be like, yippee! But I think it's Roman is going to retain because the fact of realistically, I think this is going to be a situation of where when people are like, well, you make people wait for what they want. Like, I think that they're going to make it to where we're going to wait too long and we won't care about Cody winning it. And I think that's why we're going to have to wait.
So the way I'm looking into this is I've heard a lot of people on Instagram describe it like the second part of my analogy. But I think a lot of people are forgetting the first part. I've seen a lot of people on Instagram that are like, Cody needs to win because this needs to be the end game moment. Like in Marvel where like everyone came together. They finally defeated Thanos. And like Roman Reigns has been the Thanos of the WWE. How many times has he snapped on, he's either Thanos or he's trying out for the Jets and the Sharks on a West Side Story. One of the two, with how many times he snaps.
I mean, dude, at that point, you could just assemble like a medieval, like not a medieval, like a 70s greaser gang with the bloodline. You know, just like they're all just wearing leather jackets and snapping at you as they walk
Tony
down.
D'Angelo, we're the bloodline over here. Come on, join the bloodline, Tony.
Yeah, it's basically just as they're like you're just walking down an alleyway and you see a bunch of identical Samoans wearing biker jackets, just snapping their fingers as they walk towards you.
Just doing this.
Yeah. You can't run. There's too many of them. Solo's wearing the hoodie.
Solo's just like...
Yeah, he's snapping while he has his arms folded. And he's wearing his stupid hoodie.
So, I agree. But people are forgetting the first part. Last year's WrestleMania was our... Like, because I don't know if you were in on the Marvel stuff at the time or watched it after the fact. But for me... You can't have Endgame without Infinity War. I remember watching Infinity War and that being the first movie that I left and it made me feel defeated. The heroes didn't just lose. They were decimated at the end of that movie. That was last year's WrestleMania. We were all deflated. The Cody Crybabies were deflated. we were like, oh, no, wait, what? This happened? Like, we didn't even know how to think. This is the end game moment. And if you can't do the Infinity War storyline twice. You can't go, oh, he loses. Oh, the heroes lose again. Oh, now they get the win. I hate to say it. If Cody loses this match, it's over. It's done. It just means he didn't finish the story. I think that's the wrong decision. I think Cody needs to win this match. That's why I am predicting Cody to win this match. But I will say, I am very nervous about this match. Only because, as I've said before, I don't know what they're gonna do, Soapy. I don't know. And I'll be honest, in this case, it scares the crap out of me.
I mean, that's entirely fair. I mean, like, if I wasn't playing for wins, I would have gone Cody.
Yeah.
But this thing, we made it predictions, we made it competitive. The inner competitive spirit in me is like, I can't lose now.
I would rather have it competitive. And this is one I gotta vote with my heart. And like, and here's the other thing I think about. I don't know. Like, I get there's people out there that like the tribal chief character. I'm not a huge, like, it was good, but like now it's gone stale. Okay, Roman beats Cody. Where does he go from here?
Fights The Rock.
Where does he go? Well, it's like, The Rock is taking the entire summer off. So what? I'm never going to see that championship for an entire summer? Yes. Roman gets a holiday until SummerSlam? Yes. Like, the thing that I absolutely hate from people is how we criticized Brock Lesnar, rightfully so, for, oh, he's the champion, but he never said he's a part-time champion. And then Roman is doing the same thing, and people are like, woo, I'm gonna throw up the wands, yeah, my tribal chief, woo, let's go. It's like, he's doing the same thing Brock is. He's even got Paul with him. Like, come on. We can't complain about one guy never showing up, and then this guy we never complain with, and he never shows up. I'm sorry. Make the WWE Championship great again, Soapy. I want to see it on programs.
Oh, God. Is that what Big Nose is going to turn into?
Make WWE great again. That's what I want. It's all right. Well, actually, as a company, it's pretty phenomenal, so I can't say that. I was going to say, it's already in a really good spot. I don't know how it could get much better. But make the WWE title great again. That's what I need. Make the title great again. And how do you do that? You put it on Kobe. Not Kobe. Kobe White, come on down.
Yeah, Kobe White, the trash can. The one man.
He comes out like Ben Boney with the trash cans and like, what was it? Is it Raven or Tess from the Attitude Era with the shopping cart? It's Raven. But yeah, like, Cody's at a point where we are ready to have the biggest baby face we've ever had since John Cena. We're ready for that. We're ready for that. Give us that. And I'm telling you this, Soapy, this is what I was saving later that I'll say now. When we're watching that match on the YouTube for everyone, I am going to pop so much if the Bloodline's getting involved and I just hear, if I hear that glass shatter, I'm gonna pop.
I think we're either gonna get Cena or we're gonna get Stone Cold, or even both. Who knows?
What if we got those two plus the Undertaker during it?
Oh God! Just assemble. That's assembling beyond the Avengers.
You just hear his American Badass entrance, because let's be honest, that's what
Hulk Hogan's gonna be in Philly. He's gonna show up. He's like, listen here, brother. He's gonna leg drop Jimmy.
You just like Cody's on the mat, and you just hear, I am a real American.
And my hand brother, and he walks out the NWO.
Fight for the rights of every man.
Also, Triple H, please do not put him on the actual show. I know you sold tickets for people to meet him. I do not want to see Hulk Hogan.
Oh, he's gonna be the host. He's gonna come out like with Dana Brooke. Did he come out with Dana or Alexa?
I think it was Alexa, and then he said the city's name wrong.
Yeah.
And he's like, "We're in this city, brother," and everyone's like,
Wasn't that the WrestleMania where Brock was mad that he wasn't the main event, so he's like, "Screw it, we're going on first"?
No, I think there's two separate times he's hosted then.
Because I thought it
addresses the crowd, he says the name of the city wrong.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. No.
City.
You're talking about Triple X.
Yeah.
Like yeah. So you're talking about that. I'm talking about 2019. He came out to like him and Alexa or him and Dana did a little like thing, and while they're doing it, Brock and Paul just come on out, and like Brock is beelining it to the ring because it was like Brock was like, if I'm not the main event, we're doing this first so I can fly home after this.
Yeah, because Brock's a big baby. Because
he was losing to what? He lost to Seth. That was the Beast Slayer.
Yeah. Yep. This is when they traded the belts back and forth.
Yep. That's right.
We got the stupid him being a crybaby, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not the main event." So, shut up, you big buff baby.
Let's be honest. That was when there was one night. That was a long card.
That was what? That was the year that the women main event, right?
Yep. That was the Charlotte, Becky, Ronda.
Yeah. See, Brock, I'm sorry, buddy. I understand. You know, your big ego may be hurt, but like,
let's be completely honest. If they didn't main event, Kofi was main eventing.
Yeah. Like, dude, screw. Like, look, we already don't care about the stupid main event stipulation. We've already thrown that out of the window 10 times.
Because Bayley should have a main event.
Yeah, Bayley should have one. I'm trying to remember the other one that got thrown out because I think it was Drew got thrown out.
I think it was.
No, not Drew.
No, it was Rhea and Charlotte.
Yeah, they've been thrown out a couple times. Like, all right, guys, look, someone has to take the fat L here.
That was when Charlotte won the Rumble and said, "I'm going for the NXT title."
And everyone's like, "Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Like, you can do that?"
Why would you want that? You've already had it.
Yeah, and it's like, why would you? Oh, okay.
You've already been here before.
Yeah, like, it's definitely, like, as I said, I don't want Roman to win, but I'm playing for keeps.
Yep.
And the fact that they want to do Rock Roman next year, like, realistically, you don't have Roman drop the belt for, I don't know, like,
I don't think that Rock Roman needs the title, to be honest with you.
I mean, trust me, as much as I don't think it needs the belt, they're going to put a belt with it. Yeah. But it's also the other reason why I think that Cody's not going to win.
Go ahead.
Because I think Cody is staying on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And since they're moving to Netflix soon.
Yep.
I think Netflix's thing was like, Cody's staying here. We are getting Cody.
Yeah. But they could always do the thing where he wins it. They're not moving to Netflix until October. Just have it where he wins it, and then he goes back to Raw in the draft. And we have then the Universal Championship on Raw, and then the heavyweight goes to USA. USA is not going to be mad with the heavyweight champ. They've had it.
They probably would. And they probably.
I think USA and WWE have a strong enough relationship to where it's like, you know what? We like USA trusts WWE. It's not like Fox where they're like, oh man, this is gonna be so big for us. And then they're like, wait, it's not as big as we thought it was.
Wait, we're losing money. What?
Where USA's like, hey man, no one would be watching this channel if it wasn't for you.
USA's like, hey, you guys want a hole?
USA's like, hey man, we're known for like 3 things. We've got the Premier League. We've got WWE, and then we got some we got some movies. You guys like movies every once in a while?
I remember, is USA Law and Order?
Yes, because it's on before Raw.
All right, so they have 4 things. They have Law and Order.
It's on before Raw. they play Law and Order into Raw.
Yeah, it's Law and Order SVU, so you get some weird story. And then, welcome to Raw.
But that is going to do it for our predictions. Let us know what you guys think down below in that comment section. Also, join the Discord. Join in on the prediction sheet that Philly Sean made in the Discord. You can go ahead and get into the Discord for free. Join the conversations down below. It's going to be a great weekend. Soapy and I are going to be live for all the festivities. Stand and Deliver, night 1, night 2. Special guests will be with us from the MVP history. Want to thank you guys for everything you do, hitting that like button, that sub button, commenting down below, watching the videos, obviously, listening. Soapy, it's going to be a great weekend. I can't wait for it. Hopefully Cody wins. Hopefully there's more than one royal family, and Roman learns the lyrics to Kingdom for this weekend. But that's going to do it for us. Thank you again for everything you guys do, and as always, have a good day, everybody.
Bye.
As always, we'd like to thank the people who make these videos possible, our patrons, whose names are displayed on the screen now. If you'd like to become a patron, click the link in the description below, and if you'd like to check out another video from MVP Entertainment, hit the video in the upper left. As always, thanks for watching.